please, I'll do the same. I'll sit back and have a listen. And me and John can catch up another time. There's plenty of time for us to waffle. Back it comes to you, Glenn, and I shall just be listening. Thank you very much.
Okay, well, when everyone's listening, no one's talking. I was actually just enjoying the conversation that you guys were having, so I'll just stand back and use the frequency. Be my guest, no worries.
Yeah, I'll just check that I'm not doubling. Yeah, okay, Glenn, what we're talking about, I'm using a Hermes Light. Tony's using, I think it's the G2 he has, but I can stand corrected on that. And are you familiar with those radios, Glenn, over?
Yes, I am.
Okay, can you elaborate, over?
I'm sorry. In which way do you want me to elaborate, over?
Yeah. Okay. Well, they run on a software called Thetis, and as soon as I got into them, I fell in love, and I'd never use another type of the normal radios after I got one of these. So anyway, are you familiar with the skins, over?
No, unfortunately, I'm not. I'm rather familiar with the RF layer of the radios, but not with the user interface. I must say. Over.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the skin is, what you see. You have all the controls. Now, when you start up the software initially, it's blue, but you can add in anything you like, photos, writing, whatever. But I always find it very difficult. In fact, I never accomplished it. He always had to come up and do it. Now, Tony is computer savvy, so it was no problem to Tony. So my son built me a piece of software that is easy peasy and very really in about 1 minute you have your skin, over. And I'll go back to you, Tony, over.
Yeah, no problem at all, John. M0VDO returning with the group. Very good. Yeah, excellent. Yeah, no, it's a fantastic idea, John. It really is good. And I think it makes life a lot easier. I have the 7000 Mark II, John. Not the G2 quite yet. I'm not that rich, John. So mine's the 7000, but it was the 8000, if you remember. And then I changed to the smaller 7000, which is better suited to my shack. So very good, John. Yeah, very good indeed. And yeah, marvellous touch. I wonder if maybe the boys, I know it's open source, this software, and anybody can do as they wish to it. But I wonder if Richie and the gang might include this way of adding the pictures into the next, or one of the future builds of Thetis. I wonder if your son's been in communication with him to add it, I wonder. Because I think it'd be a lot easier. It is very cumbersome to do. I learnt the hard way by adding a picture, and I crashed the unit completely. Not the unit, the software just wouldn't load. So I had to go in and reboot things and mess about and start again a bit, really, John. It was very awkward. But luckily I learned quite quickly from then on in not to do that. But again, it's not for everyone, is it, to go and do things like that. So the way in which your son's done that's very, very good indeed, John. So excellent stuff. ON80i to take, M0VDO.
Yeah, Tony, and what he's working on the simple version. It's nearly finished, and that'll be just one icon, and you're up and running like a exe file, over.
Yeah, nice, John. And that'll be a nice touch, that will. And I think greatly appreciated by many. I know Dave, M0SKA, is over the moon about it. He's been putting some pictures on. In fact, he sent me the link to it, funny enough, and mentioned it to me, and I said, oh, wow, that's amazing. And, I think future versions of Thetis are going to include where you can build all your buttons and all sorts. I think I'm not saying that's going to happen anytime soon, but I think in the future it will. I don't think it's quite that easy as it sounds as I'm describing it on the radio here. But I think in time it will go to that as well. John, back to you.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, no, there's lots of possibilities for the future. I will send Richie an email and a link to it. And sometimes, sometimes, as you know, Richie is on a high level. Sometimes when you're on a high level, the stuff that I find difficult looks easy to him, over.
Oh, John, look. Yeah, no, don't listen. It's one of those things. Everything's easy when you know how, John. It's as simple as that. But it's just a case of learning. It's that's the same right across the board, John. Look, I learn stuff new every day with this radio. You've got to have time and patience. It's as simple as that. If you haven't, then really this radio isn't for you,
Oh, yeah. And I'll tell you, the poor man's Annan, I have to say, that's a winner, over.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure, John. Yeah, fantastic radio, the Hermes Light. You don't switch your 7000 on, do you?
Rarely, over.
Yeah, that's good then. That's good. See, so I know a few people have gotten them, and one chap, I think he's a G4, maybe a G0. He was an avid aircraft only, nothing else. He got his hands on a Hermes Light, and I'm afraid the aircraft, dare I say it, I think they're up for sale, John. Yeah.
Yeah, Roger. Well, the old story about Dennis. Did you ever speak with VK4 Sugar X-Ray, over?
Not sure if I did, John. Not sure.
Okay, well, beam short path tonight, and you might bump into him. But anyway, he had all the real expensive ones, the big bucks ICOMs and the whole lot. And as soon as he got his first Annan, he sold everything, over.
Yeah, I've heard many people say this. Many people say this, It's a bit of a Marmite thing, though, John. You either love it or you hate it. And if I'm honest, it's not for some. But here's what I say, John, and this is what I'll say to anybody, everyone and anyone. And that is, what a lovely sort of time it is with amateur radio with so much choice. If you want an FTDX10, if you want a 5000, a 101, a new ICOM soon, whatever you want. We're all going to have our tastes, aren't we? We're all going to like something and not like something else, which is cool, which is fine, really. But there's one thing for sure, John. I don't think I'll ever stray away from an SDR radio ever again. It's just amazing. Receive, transmit, all the things you can do with it. For me, it's just absolutely amazing. And I think, I'll be honest, I think the pick of the bunch for me of the radios with knobs and dials on them, not hybrids then, not a full SDR if you want to call it like we've got. I think the FTDX10 is your clear winner, now. I think for now. Maybe something will come out in the future and pip it off the post. But I think the FTDX10 is a clear winner, They sound great, the receiver is awesome. And the price, what they cost, not overly expensive, not cheap, still a fair price. But I think, a better value for money than a 101 myself, John. Yeah, that's the FTDX10. ON8TI, M0VDO.
Yeah, Roger. Okay, Tony. I'll just go back to Glenn to see what's happening, and then I'm going to clear down. I'm going to get a cup of tea. But by the way, Tony, I'm having great fun with OBS. Once again, back to my son. He sorted it out so that it's not heavy on the download, and I'm delighted. But blessed to have a son like I have to say. So, Glenn, are you with us? Or are you gone? ON4 Whiskey India X-ray, Oscar November 8 Echo India, and the group, over.
Flag station, Mexico 6, Papa Delta Juliet, over.
Yeah, okay, Tony, nothing heard from Glenn. So, Tony, I'm going to wrap it up, over.
Yeah, lovely, John. No problem at all. It was just a quick hello, really, mate, to be honest. I'll catch you again and we'll chat in more detail. But Yeah, OBS is amazing. I've been using that for some time myself, John. Very good indeed. With Windows, you can screen grab and record with Windows. It's not very good though. Not a patch on OBS, and of course OBS is free, isn't it? So amazing, John. Very good. And look, at the end of the day, John, it's all new to you, isn't it? You're learning. We never stop learning, do we? That's amazing, really, isn't it? This hobby is amazing. We keep tinkering and learning new things every day. Every day's a school day, John. ON8EI73, John. A pleasure as always. M0VDO.
Yeah, Roger on that, Tony. And the beam, it looks very well. And any of your friendly neighbours, did they say, "What's this, Tony?" Over?
No, nothing at the moment, John. Nothing to report as yet. I mean, you never know. But I have full written planning permission. Look, in all honesty, John, it's actually smaller than my Yagi. It's just a bit taller, and it's got more of a three-dimensional shape, of course. So, my OptiBeam was 27, nearly 28 feet in width. This is nowhere near that in width. It fits all in the confines of my own space. So, yeah. And of course, my written permission from the planning states that I'm allowed an antenna array, John. I quote the words antenna array. ON8EI M0VDO.
Yeah, very good, Tony. And I suppose you're going to pass that little support for the Ballon. You're going to tell Martin about it, over?
I will indeed, yeah. I think I shared some pictures. I've not. I sent a few pictures to Martin with regards to the installation and everything, but I will indeed. I think he made some alterations of his own, didn't he, as well, which was very nice. So we shall see. Yeah, I will do indeed. I haven't spoke to him for a little while actually, but he's more than welcome to copy the design, the G0SVY design, that is, John. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's a great guy to chat. I hear him in Adelaide quite a bit, over.
Oh yeah, Dave loves to chat with the boys. Yeah, Christ, I think he's their number one DXer. I think he's up there. He's up there every day with them. So I've been making a pig of myself as well, John. To be honest, I mean it's just rude not to with such this antenna is so good. Rude not to. And I've worked. Where did I work into today? Oh God, Taiwan and all sorts I've done this afternoon. Where else? There was a few others. Indonesia, but Taiwan was nice. I don't think I've worked there before, so that was a real nice touch, that one, John. Back to you.
Yeah, Roger. Okay, well, don't forget the short path to VK. It can be quite interesting if they're awake, over.
Yeah, well, that's my plan. I'm going to probably go up and have a little listen shortly. It's getting that sort of time, isn't it? I think maybe between 8 and 9 o'clock. I think, isn't it? It tends to be their breakfast time and possibly a bit of radio time, isn't it?
Yeah, and I bumped into to Greg out in the middle of nowhere last night. Over.
Yes, I worked him this morning. He's a little more difficult to work where he is at the moment because he's obviously portable, isn't he? But I managed to work him yesterday and this morning, John. Yeah.
Yeah, Roger on that. Okay, well, look, great speaking with you, Tony. I'm going to go down and have a cup of tea. We'll keep in touch, and lovely to hear from you. Feel free to send that version that you have. It's all open source, over.
Yeah, lovely. I think Dave's in there, SKA as well, I heard. Yeah, lovely, John. Fantastic, mate. Go and have a cup of tea, mate, and we'll catch up again real soon. ON8EI M0VDO. I'll swing it over to Dave just to say hello and goodbye to you. Bearing in mind, Dave, this isn't my frequency. It did belong to Glenn. Whether he's still around, we'll check. But over to you, Dave.
Yeah, okay. I've been listening for about 10 minutes, but I just thought I'd come in when John said he was going to clear. John, I'll catch up with you maybe later in the week. And I'll send you a clip. And, that program is fantastic, John. For nuggets like me, John, it makes it so easy. 7-3, John, over.
Yeah, Roger on that, Dave. Well, you're very welcome. But he made it for me, and I'm kind of, bottom of the shelf. So if it works for me, it'll work for anyone, Dave, over.
Oh, definitely. No, I think me and you are on the same level, John. But yeah, I've got it sorted now. So me and Tony are going to have a bit of a carry on with it. And that's an in joke, John, between me and Tony. But yeah, have a good evening, John. Maybe I'll catch you a little bit later. I won't be on late tonight. I'm working myself in the morning, John. ON4WIX, M0SKA, 59++, John.
Yeah, Roger. M0SKA, ON4WIX, and the group, and you're 20 over with me, and sounding great as always. We'll keep in touch, and I like your artwork. Over.
Yeah, I just whittled that together today, and I got Rolly to rubber stamp it over.
Yeah, no better man. Okay, I think Glenn is gone, so bye Glenn if you're listening in the background. So Tony, take care. Dave, take care, and all the best from Belgium. M0VDO, M0SKA, ON4WIX. Bye from Belgium. Back to you, Tony.
I'm still here.
Yeah, lovely,
to all
lovely.
You guys.
John, 7-3's, mate, all the very best. Lovely to catch up, and we'll do it all again very soon. Dave, just before I go back to you, ON4WIX, Glenn, are you still around?
Yes, I am. So, very good evening to you all, gentlemen. It was lovely to hear all of you from the northern part of Belgium, 7-3.
Yeah, bye, Glenn, over.
Would you like us to QSY?
No, not at all.
Okay, thank you very much, Glenn. And look, I feel awful. I feel like I've come on and almost booted you off the frequency. But look, you've been very kind and allowed us to waffle. But thank you very much, Glenn. Have a great evening and take care. Thank you.
7-3.
Yeah, bye, Glenn, over.
Yeah, I think Glenn's gone. So, yeah, very good. Okay, 7-3's, John. We'll maybe catch you a bit later. Tony, there you go. So, I spoke to John earlier on his new call sign. And I was on with Graham, but the band was very busy.